live from Dudleyville, USA, which means, yes, even the Dudley boys are patriotic as fuck. It's the KEWL-Down, your weekly, cool-down from the week in wrestling. I'm your host, the Hash Brown Kid, and with me, as always, is Buffalo's least favorite son, New Jersey's least favorite son,
Florida's least favorite son,
Florida's least favorite son, and Nicholas's favorite dad. It's Cactus.
We are not recording live. He is mistaken. This is going to be pre-taped.
Hopefully it'll be out before Double or Nothing.
I have my plan on it.
Well, that's good.
Except for the first week, I've got these out in the fucking afternoon on Sunday, so it's all good.
Yeah. But that was because
the first week just fucked everything up.
Look, man, that was Matt Groening's fault, not ours.
Yeah.
Well, let's fucking jump into it, man. Monday Night Raw, Bobby Lashley kicks off the show
with his harem.
With his harem. Let's go.
The hurt harem and Lashley come out. MVPs are already in the ring. Yeah. And they show Kofi getting the win last week and the harem boos. MVP mentions that they're going live on July. So you get to see the Immortal Champ live if you're listening and you're able to see it. I think they're coming to Cleveland, Ohio on on the 16th. So and that's, one person in Ohio.
That's one of their fucking first destinations. Might as well have fucking chose Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna come back alive.
We're going to Cleveland, Ohio for one of our first shows. Ah, great. I'm starting up
to Cleveland again.
Cleveland! Come on down to Cleveland town, everybody. At least we're not Detroit.
We're not Detroit.
Dude, that's one of my favorite fucking things ever.
That one and Big Bill Hell's car dealership are two of the best fucking early internet or fucking midway internet memes.
Yeah. The classics. So
yeah, they are classic.
So keep going.
So yeah, fucking Bobby Lashley says something we could all agree with. He's beat McIntyre enough and he doesn't want to see him anymore. Because this feud has dragged on for too long.
Yes, it has. Honestly, fucking ooh.
I'm just kind of sick of seeing them. I like both of them as wrestlers, but you need to wrestle other people once in a while.
No, man.
McIntyre comes out, so Bobby Lashley does have to see him again, and very immediately after he said that, and McIntyre mentions that the first time Bobby Lashley beat him, MVP interfered. And the second time Bobo beat him, Showman was the one who got pinned. McIntyre then asked the ladies if Lashley's got any balls.
Hey, lad, you got any nuts hanging under there? I had to do that.
Got some wee little testicles. It's more British than Scottish.
I'll tell you what. Let me get a look at those two little danglies you got there.
Pull down your pants, Lashley.
Let me let you understand.
Anyway, Kofi Kingston comes out instead of any of that.
Yeah, like an SOS, man. He heard Drew shouting.
SOS, I hear you shouting about testicles.
SOS, I hear you crying about testicles. What boy?
Kofi Kingston, who beat Lashley last week in a non-title match. Lashley asked Kofi if he thanked Drew for Drew's interference.
I mean, that is a fair point.
It is fair. He also didn't thank Drew, which is kind of rude. He's in fact offended by the claim that he couldn't beat Lashley without him.
But it's it's video proofed last week. He couldn't.
He couldn't. Kofi wants a title rematch, and he asked Drew to step aside and get in the back of the line because Kofi did something that Drew couldn't do, and that was pin Lashley.
Yeah.
Yep, Adam Pearce comes out and he announces that Kofi and Drew will wrestle tonight, and the winner gets to face Lashley at Hell in a Cell.
Huh.
Yep. Cut to commercial. Come back for commercial. There's a Strowman promo, and these promos happen throughout Raw, where it's just a wrestler being like, hey, we're going to go on the road again in July. It's going to be fun. But this one's important because Strowman lives the headcanon of the Cool Boys and says all aboard the Strowman Express. He loves trains.
Wyndham, look at my Lionel coin bank. Isn't it full?
Coming down the track. Lots and lots of trains.
Here they come. Screaming. Okay. Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah.
No, Kofi has never really faced Bobo in a singles match. So the only match they've had, Drew McIntyre beat him. So,
choo choo,
Drew.
Yep. Going away from that, Drew McIntyre and Kofi Kingston faced off. As the Hurt Business and the Hurt Harem were watching on the ramp in a VIP lounge they made.
Yeah.
Yep, it was a good match, fine match. Both guys are good wrestlers.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Yep, Kofi Kingston hit a trust fall into Drew outside, which wipes out Lashley. And Bobby Lashley and MVP retaliate by beating the shit out of both men and getting a double disqualified.
That's pretty fucking funny.
Yep, as redemption. Bobo gets hit with the Trouble in Paradise and a Claymore.
Claymore
or Clayless.
Clay a little more. Clay a little less.
After that segment, they show last week's match between Asuka and Charlotte. Charlotte's backstage and Rhea runs into her. Rhea wishes her good luck, but says she's going to lose again.
Yeah.
Charlotte claims that Rhea is just jealous of her, and then Nikki Cross comes out and asks either of them if they want to wrestle. Charlotte acts like a bitch and declines, and Rhea calls her a bitch for it. Charlotte asks Rhea if she could beat Nikki in 2 minutes or less, and Rhea accepts that challenge. So yeah, we're gonna get Rhea Ripley versus Nikki Cross after this commercial break.
Yeah.
After the commercial break, there's actually an Eva Marie promo. Those don't matter.
Oh, yeah.
What does matter is the Rhea Ripley and fucking and Nikki Cross match, which yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a 2 minutes or less match. And Rhea Ripley hot dogs and just gets pissed off and forgets about the clock, and fucking Nikki Cross, I guess, won by not getting beat in 2 minutes.
Oh, it's a beat the clock challenge. Nikki Cross won because she beat the clock.
I guess.
Oh.
Charlotte comes out and laughs, and Nikki just like thumbs her nose and fucking shakes her ass and shit. It looked like a fucking stupid ass segment.
I mean, it probably is.
Yep. Damian Priest comes out, and he's happy that WWE is going back on the road. That's it. That's that fucking thing.
Now they're back on the road.
Yep. McIntyre and Kofi Kingston confront Adam Pearce. There's a fucking hilarious line where Adam Pearce says, "Look, guys, I'm as pissed as you guys are." And McIntyre responds, "You don't look it. Get more pissed." Which just made me giggle.
You don't look like you're having a bad time. Have a bad time.
Have a worse time.
You're having too good a time.
Yep. But next week there's a rematch with both men barred from the side of the ring.
Yeah.
And then we got Asuka versus Charlotte again for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Yep. One thing that was interesting is Charlotte hit that moonsault reversal into a standing moonsault that Andrade used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, she's just been fucking stealing his moves recently. Like she's not gonna get fired for it. She's openly protesting that Andrade's gone.
Yeah. Didn't Andrade want to be gone though?
Not really.
Huh.
Not that I'm aware of, anyway. I don't know. I've never actually talked to the human being.
And either if I was him, I'd want to be gone because they're fucking mishandling the shit out of him. As soon as Selena Vega left, which she came back almost immediately after he got fired for some reason, as soon as she left, like he had no direction.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. And Charlotte won with a pin to counter their Oscar lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, backstage, a dude said that fucking Bass Baba was hanging with his harem. And
Okay.
dude says that Pierce wants to talk to him, and then he goes to do that.
Okay.
Yep. Pierce talks to Bobby Lashley and MVP, tells him that, asks him, like, basically what the fucking fuck was with the interference. And he says that if Lashley or MVP shows up during next week's match, they will be suspended for 9 days without pay. And he mentions that Bobby Lashley makes a lot of money, so there'd be a lot of money he's going to lose, and Bobo flips his shit.
Yeah.
Yep. After that, there's a hype package for Shelton Benjamin versus Cedric Alexander and their feud.
Yeah.
Which it seems like they do have a feud. It seems like it's been fucking going on for forever, but it's only been going on for like a couple months.
Yeah.
Yep, and then they have a match.
Okay.
Alexander cuts a promo beforehand. He says that being a part of the Hurt business was the best thing in wrestling of the past year, and says that MVP took him to the top of the mountain when they were just in the valley, but they were kicked out because Shelton Benjamin is washed up and fucking sucks.
You know, there ain't no mountain high enough.
There ain't no valley low
enough.
Yes.
To keep me from wishing that Shelton Benjamin had a goddamn better run.
Yep. Alexander says that he's young and he has years to make up for this. Shelton doesn't. Shelton Benjamin is older.
Oh my god. And yeah. It's a fucking young versus old fucking feud.
I hope the feud's over after this because just there's heat to it. There's supposed to be heat to it, but there's no actual heat to it. They just have, like, when it's convenient, WWE just brings it up and has them it gives them matches. Like it legit. It just seems like they forgot about this feud until like the fucking lumberjack match from last week or the week before.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, it's like they forgot that feud existed until the lumberjack match last week.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's been on Main Event, but you don't watch Main Event, nor does really anybody.
Yeah, no, I don't watch and review those things because if I had to watch Main Event and like 205 Live, then I'd have to watch like AEW Dark to even it out, and I don't want to fucking do those. I only have so much time and to watch wrestling.
I mean, you're lying, but go on. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, they have a match, and it's a pretty decent match because they're two decent wrestlers. Yeah. Cedric hits the neuralizer after thumbing Shelton's eye for the win.
Jesus. Thumbing him in the eye.
Yeah, thumb just boop. After that, we get an RK Bro promo and origin story.
Yeah.
Yep. They exist. The only thing that fucking stuck out in the promo is early in their before they were an actual team, fucking Matt Riddle says that they could get matching snakeskin speedos, and why didn't they do that? I want this.
Yeah.
After that, we get another one of those promos. John Morrison is happy to be back on the road. Rest in peace, Mike Mizanin, who got eaten by zombies.
Shout out.
Shout out to my homie. Pour one out for Mike. And after that, we get Matt Riddle versus Xavier Woods. In a match that really had no reason to be as good as it was. Just these are two fantastic wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yep. And Riddle won with an RKO.
He did. He did. And then he looked into the camera and said, "That one's for you, Randy."
Yeah, Randy's rest in peace, Randy. Guess he's dead too.
What?
There's got to be a reason he's tributing him.
Because they're friends.
I don't fucking like drink a fucking liquid death and be like, this one's for you, Hash.
You should, bitch. Pop open a White Claw and dedicate it to me, you fucking bastard.
I'm not ever popping open a White Claw. Those things fucking suck.
Look,
I don't care
man.
what you say. Those things are gross.
Look, man. Shut up.
I'm looking, but I ain't changing my mind.
So so the next time you take an open shirted picture while you're also holding a 3/4 full bottle of Johnny Walker Red with long ass hair and a disheveled look on your face, the next time you do that, you could say, "This one's for you, Hash."
Yeah, you're more of a man than me. What do you want? Like, what's the point of this?
What do you mean by that statement, you animal?
Whatever. They show Elias versus AJ match last week, and AJ is gonna fight Jackson Riker next week. Oh, next. He's gonna fight him next, not next week. Just next.
No, next week. That's it. This next match happened in the future.
Yes, we're gonna time travel right now. Take you back to the future to watch some shitty wrestling something that runs the future. And AJ Styles versus Jackson Riker. And both men decide, hey, I'm not gonna. They don't want fucking Omos or Almas and Elias to be at ringside for some reason. And yeah, which of course means that the heels, Elias, and why are they heels? Why isn't AJ a heel anymore? Just realized that.
Because it's AJ Styles. Yeah, and like a dude that's like 7'4" or some shit like that. I don't know how fucking tall Amos is, but he's fucking huge.
Well, I guess the dynamic is AJ's still a heel, but Amos is a face.
How is he a face? He's just tall.
He's just tall, but he's a very likable character.
How?
His favorite color is like fucking mauve or some shit.
Oh, okay. You know what?
He had those great segments with the New Day, but he asked like what his favorite color is and shit.
Oh,
and AJ couldn't answer it because he doesn't know. He doesn't actually know almost.
Oh, okay, but like, I don't watch the weekly products sometimes, or before this podcast started. I didn't watch the product.
Yeah, now I'm forcing you to be as miserable as I am, watching every week fucking 9 hours of wrestling.
Yeah, I am pretty fucking miserable.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? Anyway, Elias came out of nowhere and hit AJ with a knee. And then Riker hit AJ with a black hole slam for the win. All right. And Omos comes out and attacks Elias.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Elias was trying to hide behind a barricade, and Omos just comes over, towers over him. The camera angle was great. It was fucking hilarious.
All right, look, we should on fucking that fucking urinal toothed motherfucker Kevin Dunn. But
yeah,
sometimes he gets some shots that are like, man, he went to college.
Yeah, sometimes he shows that he actually knows what he's doing. It's almost like he intentionally wants to make the product as fucking sterile and miserable as possible.
Yeah.
Anyway, they show the Sheamus and KEWL matches of the past after this. And I guess KEWL's not injured, which is cool.
Mm.
Like, he hurt his tailbone, but I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah, I was confused about that as well, because, like, he said he broke his fucking tailbone.
Yeah, and here he is, like, 2 weeks later, just wrestling on Raw.
Yeah. How do you break your fucking tailbone and come back in 2 weeks?
You gotta be Humberto Carrillo. He's like fucking Deadpool or Wolverine. He can just heal. Or John Cena. All those fictional characters.
I fucking guess.
So they have a match, Sheamus and Humberto Carrillo, and yeah, it was as good as their other matches. They're two good wrestlers. Sheamus beats down fucking Humberto Carrillo. They turns to fucking Corey Graves and says, "This one's for you, fella." That made me chuckle.
This one's for you, fella.
Yeah, I bit my tongue. Fuck.
That's what you get for saying fella.
Fella!
Jesus.
Sheamus counters a move into a pin and grabs the tights for the win. And then Ricochet comes and beats him up.
So Ricochet's the heel, right?
Of course. Like, he stole his clothes. He beats him up after matches. He's a heel. Sheamus is a fucking fighting champion. He has these open fucking these open title bouts, open non-title bouts, I should say.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a fighting champion, whereas Ricochet's just a piece of shit.
Man, we are dealing with on-face and heel dynamics this week.
Oh yeah.
Move on, because Monday Night Raw takes forever, sweaty.
Yeah, I can tell we're trying to get this done as soon as possible, which I fucking appreciate, because goddamn 3 hours of hell.
At least Raw, because Raw is never exciting.
Yeah, Raw just sucks for 3 hours, and just it never should be 3 hours.
NXT is good for 2.
Yeah.
AEW
SmackDown's
is
good for 2. AEW is okay for 2. SmackDown fucking wavers. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's the worst fucking show ever. Like, I hate it last week. This week it was probably my favorite show of the week.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. It is very hit and miss.
Yeah, SmackDown's either the best show or the worst show every week.
Yes.
Anyway, they show the women's tag titles match from last week.
Okay.
They also showed the 6-woman title match from Friday, and Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax are interviewed.
Okay.
They're asked about how they're going to reclaim the tag titles, and Shayna complains that Nia just keeps getting distracted by Reginald, which is fair.
Man, what is up with the heels and making good points today? Just
Nia Jax says, and I quote, "Reginald is really shaking up. He's seeing triple, having nightmares thanks to the pyro last Monday." Which, he's having nightmares because of pyro, which is, I guess, he and Pharaoh has something in common.
Oh, no. And Eric Young. Fucking Showtime Eric Young. You remember that? Where every time he came out, he wrestled every week, and every week the fucking pyro would make him fucking convulse in fucking agony.
I wasn't watching TNA at that time, but I've heard it. I've heard about it. Shout out to the gym that I go to now, because every single time I've gone in there, one of the TVs just has an old fucking TNA or Impact show on for some reason. Like, I'm not sure if they sponsor Anytime Fitness or something.
No, it's it's a free channel on Pluto TV, so they probably have like fucking the Pluto app on there. So someone just scrolled through. Fuck it, I'll watch old TNA while I fucking.
I guess I don't know. I went there on like at 4 a.m. on like Wednesday, and I went there at about 4 p.m. today, and both times they're showing fucking. Well, this time it was Impact. Last time it was straight up TNA, 6 sides of the ring and everything.
Oh, I missed TNA.
Yeah. Maybe those 6-side rings fucking suck to take bumps on, but God, do they look good.
So maybe someone just left the fucking Impact channel on and no one cares enough to fucking change it.
And I love it. I love seeing Gail Kim matches randomly.
Yeah.
While I'm fucking running the treadmill.
Hooey. Just do not watch the Super Eric shit.
I've heard that was fucking awful and cringy.
Look, man, he came up with that to face fucking Relic, which is killer spelled backwards, and fucking Dustin Rhodes in the worst shape of his life.
Fucking Relic. Every single day.
Which is killer spelled backwards.
Every day I go on YouTube, I see a fucking thumbnail for all 60 matches of Relic in TNA.
Oh, by Marky D.
Yeah, and I always want to click on it, but I never do.
Spoiler alert, he hates every fucking Relic match.
I wouldn't doubt it. That era of TNA fucking sucked.
No, it was actually during like the good parts of TNA.
Shut up. Stop proving me wrong. Stop saying I'm wrong. I'm correct.
Cringe. You're fucking cringe is what you are. Back me up,
Cringe.
Dijak.
I'm not putting that fucking soundbite in there.
Come on. Come on, you bitch.
Anyway, Baszler wants Jax to prove that they are unstoppable by having a match without Reggie ringside. Reginald.
Jesus. Let's see how well this works out.
Yep, Jax and Baszler versus Tamina and Naomi. Next. They go to commercial, and then there's a... oh, fuck. They go to commercial, and then there's an Eva Marie promo. And, I didn't take notes after this.
All right. Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen.
God, how? I fucking swear to God, I saved it like 5 times before I fucking went off for Raw because I didn't want what happened last week to fucking happen again where I had to watch every show twice.
Well, as it turns out, we don't have to.
No, I'm fucking... No, I'm fine if that happened so I could fucking just run it down.
No, don't find it.
Yep. Yeah. Well, they had a match.
Okay.
There's Tamina and Natalya versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax.
It was bad.
All their matches are not very good. Like, and Reginald came out anyways, so whatever.
Yeah. And
Reginald, of course, distracted the refs, and Baszler, while Baszler was pinning, I think it was Naomi. Yeah. And, so Reginald helped them lose.
Again.
Baszler tells him to fuck off, and he does, and then fucking fire shoots up. And then Natty rolls up Shayna for the win.
All right.
And then Baszler challenged Reginald for a match next week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't wait for that. I really can't. I looked at it and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, we're back to fucking intergender wrestling on WWE with Shayna Baszler. What?
I didn't stop taking notes. That was just it.
Oh yeah, that's the main event. Yeah.
That was just Raw. What?
30 minutes into the fucking podcast and Raw just inexplicably ends, and none of it felt like it should have ended on the women's tag match.
It felt like I took fucking like 3 times as many notes last week, and last week was fucking less eventful. God, what the fuck happened? What the fuck, Raw? Why are you making my job easier? As if I get paid for this.
Yeah. Which is even worse. This is a hobby you're just doing out of spite.
Subscribe to the cool Patreon. You can join either the Scout or the Gange.
Scout or Gange. Of course, I'm the leader of the Goon Scout.
Yeah, I'm all about that Gange.
Gange.
Screw Gange.
No, not Scroat Gange.
Bringing back the Scroat Gange. Anyway, I guess we're moving on to NXT after that lackluster fucking show.
The Survivor Series match of the century, the fucking Goon Scout versus Scroat Gange. Oh, Jesus.
Pick your side. This is the new Team Edward and Team fucking Jacob.
Oh, Jesus. All right, let's move on to NXT. Whew.
Why do I just randomly make Twilight references? Anyway.
But why do you?
I don't know what.
Is it the black metal aesthetic? Is that what it is?
Yeah, we love werewolves and vampires. I'm all about that fucking war metal, just like Jacob. That's why I'm Team Jacob. Anyway, next we have on NXT, on Next without the E, we have it starts with Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart versus Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai.
I know I talked about this last week, but like, what do they do, Shotzi and Ember? Like, what do they do that's similar? to where it warrants them being a tag team.
They both have dyed hair.
That's enough for me.
We did it.
I have been convinced.
Yeah, they're both also unique wrestlers. Very fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them have like very unique movesets. And just, they're fun to watch. They're two of my favorite women on fucking NXT. I've always been a mark for Ember Moon. I wish they did more for her when she went on fucking WWE, but whatever.
Honestly, NXT is where she needs to be for now. She's still, as great as she is, I mean, a little bit of seasoning doesn't hurt anything.
Yeah, she fucking locked one of the wrestlers into a weird like reverse figure 4 STF. It looked nasty and interesting. Yes, and Moon and Shotzi won with a assisted dominator.
Oh, that fucking cutter dominator bullshit.
Yeah,
I love that move.
It's a very good move. The Dominator's a fucking great move in general.
Yeah.
I always mark out for that move. After the match, Gonzalez attacks Shotzi and Moon, and they make Moon watch as they kill Shotzi Blackheart.
So, in memory of Shotzi Blackheart, let me tell you about my favorite memory of Shotzi Blackheart. It's announced that she's signed to WWE, like a couple of weeks before fucking Jimmy Lloyd's Halloween Fuckfest.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's going to be her last match on the Indies. So, the weeks went by, the event happens, and she performs this fucking hardcore, crazy fucking death match with Jimmy Lloyd. Before, like, debuting on NXT, like, the next week.
When's the next time she's going to be able to do that in NXT?
I mean, she'll never do that in NXT, but it's one of those things where it's like, Shotzi is a different fucking breed of women wrestler. She does not give a shit about her fucking body. It's like Jeff Hardy, if Jeff Hardy was good at wrestling. Or Darby Allin, if Darby Allin was interesting.
Yeah.
That's it.
No. Yeah, Shotzi's very, very good. I still remember that spot in Evolve where she just...
Oh, the one where she fucking snaps fucking 90 degrees?
Yeah, where she looks like she broke her fucking spine going to a chair pyramid.
Oh, God. The person who she faced in that match?
Who?
Brandy Lauren, who was signed to the WWE.
Yes.
Didn't wrestle for them and was released fucking last week.
Ah, God, all those releases. Shame.
Why her? We could have gotten another Shotzi Brandy Lauren match, and that would have been great.
Well, to quote Cody Rex, why not? Move on to Thatcher and Ciampa having a promo in what looks like a fucking dungeon.
Yeah.
Yep, Ciampa mentions that they messed up looking forward to MXK before finishing business with the grizzled young vets. And Thatcher is going to enjoy breaking their limbs.
You didn't say it right.
Say it right for me.
Grizzled young veterans.
Thank you.
I fucking love Zach Gibson.
Yep. After that, we get the match of the week between Pete Dunne and Bobby Fish.
Hands down, fucking match of the week. Like last week, I couldn't necessarily agree with your match of the week because I saw what I thought was a better match on 205 Live. But this week,
match of the week.
You're right. This week,
you gave a match of the week, and I said no, and I didn't elaborate further.
Chad, fucking move. Yeah, no, honestly, fucking the Bobby Fish is legitimately one of the most underrated wrestlers I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
dude's great at wrestling, and fucking Pete Dunne ain't too shabby himself. So those two having a really great match came as no surprise to me.
Yeah, Pete Dunne's fantastic. Bobby Fish is fantastic. Only Lorcan being is by ringside is fantastic. Just a great technical, strong, stylish match. Which it looked like they were beating each other.
I always imagine Oni Lorcan just kind of standing around with fucking Brohim playing on endless loop in his head.
Whoa. Well, that's Only Lorcan's theme, but whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot how fucking Brohim goes. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, fucking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking out of tune, fucking out of sync, fucking humming, fucking cue Dijak.
Cringe.
Is the cool way. Dunn hits a bitter end to end the match. And Oni, the final boss of this feud, attacks Bobby Fish after the match.
Who came out and saved Bobbert?
Did anybody come out and save Bobbert? I don't think anyone did. I think they just stopped at some point.
Nobody came out to help poor Robert Fish. He's just dying in the ring.
That's enough, Oni. Don't kill him.
Not yet. We need him alive.
Yep. And then Mercedes Martinez has a promo. She says she took Raquel Gonzalez to her limits, and she learned from it. And tonight is going to be the start of the road back to the title. And not Broa, that's Matt Riddle playing Boa. Boa is creepily looking at her through her doorway as that promo ends.
I missed them. I wanted them to come back.
Why does he look like he's from the fucking Matrix?
Okay, so he's supposed to have the fucking triad look, which is the Chinese mafia. So he's supposed to look like a triad.
That makes sense. While
serving a fucking Chinese demon.
Yep.
I mean,
I have. I'm very new to these fucking Tian Sha. Is that Tian Sha?
Tian Sha, yeah.
Yeah, Tian Sha. I'm very new to this fucking fashion because I didn't watch NXT for the longest time.
Oh, no. Tian Sha's a person.
What's the faction called?
There isn't a name for them. They just are.
What? Tian Sha's fucking squad. I'm very new to them, so like they're interesting. I want to see more of them.
Xia Li, she has been the primary wrestler of the group, and she had great matches with Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter.
It's a lot of K sounds.
Yeah. Basically, she had a mini feud with them because it was known that Xia Li was friends with them. Then Xia Li and Big Boa were kidnapped by the Triad. You weren't there for the beginning of the fucking of the evolution of this group, were you?
No. Until NXT moved to fucking Tuesday, I'd choose AEW just to have a palate cleanser every week.
So quick crash course of what happened.
Yes.
Xia Li and Big Boa just kept fucking losing. So then the Triad, or this old fucking Chinese man came and he said, "You got to come with me." So they go with him, and then they proceed to be tortured for 6 weeks straight.
Oh.
With no explanation as to what the fuck is going on. They're just showing footage of Big Boa and Xia Li being physically tortured. And then the old man comes in after a few weeks, and he's like, "Okay, now you can apologize." So then they go into this room where there's a bunch of fucking like red and orange smoke, and there's just Tian Sha just sitting there. That's it.
So this is just a mystical, more torture version of the Job Squad.
One would guess. It reminds me of that fucking
It probably just is the Job Squad. Hardcore Holly was the one probably fucking beating them.
Probably. This reminds me, and this is going to be just one of those random, wacky, fucking out there references. It reminds me of Wrestling Society X. When Team Dragon Gate kept fucking losing, so that they were kidnapped by fucking the Yakuza and beaten.
That's just what fucking Asian gangs do. They just kidnap losers and torture them.
And then they become better at wrestling.
Yeah. It sounds like a fucking good model for a business. I guess it works.
When's Cody gonna start kidnapping people?
Cody is not gonna make anyone better.
Adrenaline. Okay, continue with NXT.
Okay, there's a Hit Squad promo, and they say they're gonna Hit Row. Sorry.
Look, I know the Scout is living in your fucking head rent free.
Hit Row promo. And they're saying that they're going to put people on notice, and they put on notice every single fucking NXT champion who isn't a female.
Yeah.
That's basically it. And then we get Mercedes Martinez versus Zeta Raymer, who you mentioned last week about some jobber that randomly beat Tony Storm. That's who Zeta Raymer.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that person.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. She randomly got a win over Tony Storm.
And then she lost the next week. Tony just looks fucking weak all the fucking time now.
Yep, and Zeta lost this week too to an air raid crash from Mercedes Martinez.
I think that's Mercedes' finish.
Yeah, probably. Lights go out, red lights come up, fog comes up, and creepy shit with Tian Sha, and Martinez is marked with Tian Sha's fucking signature.
Which is probably Italian, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like two vertical marks and one mark going fucking across them.
Yes. T.
Yes. Well, it's two T's. It's two T's that are connected.
Yes.
It's like if you're doing T's in cursive and there's two T's and you're just lazy, so you just cross them both out at the same time.
Yes. Tama Tonga's coming. Gorilla tactic. Fuck.
After that, we get the $1 million face-off between Cameron Grimes and Ted DiBiase.
Man, I've been waiting to talk about this, man, for a fucking minute. This is a feud between two of my favorite fucking wrestlers in NXT. Let me tell you something about the $1 million face-off, Cactus.
Sure.
Cameron Grimes was a dummy, yeah. Thinking that $1 Million Man was going to choose him as a protege instead of the must-see #1 wrestler in NXT, LA Knight. I love LA Knight. I fucking love LA Knight.
I love him too.
Dude. Yeah. He deserves better than NWA.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Grimes, that's why Ted DiBiase keeps one-upping him. And Ted DiBiase says that he sees himself in Grimes. And he wants to toughen him up. He's looking for somebody to embody the $1 Million Man spirit. And he says that Grimes has lost focus since he became rich. And then LA Knight comes out, says what Hash said. And yeah, they have a face-off because I guess both of them wants to be the $1 Million protege. And then fucking LA Knight cold cocks the shit out of Cameron Grimes, and he walks out with Ted DiBiase.
No. Not only does he fucking cold cock him, he hits him with the fucking snapmare driver. I fucking love the snapmare driver.
I didn't know what to call that move, so I just put that cheap shot at him.
Yes. That's basically what it's called.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I know that is because the fucking Miz used to do it.
Yep, and Ted DiBiase laughs over Grimes' prone body ass before they leave. Hee 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 ho 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 ho. Something like that.
Tee hee. Money. Tee. Everybody's gotta pay.
Why is that funny?
I don't know, man. So LA Knight and Cameron Grimes are going to be in a feud going forward. I like I said, two of my favorite fucking wrestlers in NXT right now are in a feud. I don't want either of them to lose, but God, I'm excited to watch them wrestle.
Maybe they could both be the $1 Million boys. There's only $1 million man.
We just start beating the shit out of Ted DiBiase. Take all his credit cards and fucking leave.
What's he gonna do? Cancel them?
It was all a ruse, Teddy.
Anyway, Indy Hartwell goes into Dexter's locker room and finds a bunch of serial killer ass fucking art pinned on the wall.
No, his heart was broken.
His heart was broken, and he drew a lot of paintings about it. It looked kind of like the fucking paintings in Slender Man, only with more heartbreak.
No, he drew 3 different paintings, and he just posted copies of them everywhere.
I guess he went to the copy machine and decided, I'm too lazy to just draw a bunch of them.
Oh my god. And one of them is fucking Indy calling him a loser with a fucking knife in his chest, just looking down at her. God, I love this. This is my favorite storyline at the moment, I think. I think Index, I can say, is my favorite storyline of the week.
Love needs to win. Love always wins. Love needs to win this fucking feud. Or it's not a feud, really. It's more
It is a feud. It's a fucking feud between fucking the cosmic rays of love and Index.
This is WWE's Romeo and Juliet.
2 star-crossed lovers. One that probably has killed somebody and doesn't talk, and an Australian woman.
Yes, the perfect couple. Well, Australia is a fucking prison colony, so they do have that connection. There's a good chance that one of her ancestors killed somebody, too.
Jesus. That's fucked up.
Is that crossing the line? Am I not allowed to talk shit about Australia?
DNA. Cross the line. Move on.
Fuck you, Australia. After that, Frankie Monet and Cora Jade have a match. It's Frankie Monet's debut.
This might have been my, it wasn't the best match of the week. That was Bobby Fish and thing. But I loved everything about Frankie Monet's entrance. Taya Valkyrie was getting fucking stale and boring in TNA.
Yeah.
Frankie Monet in WWE, it's a fucking breath of fresh air because they don't have anything like her.
Frankie Monet just talking shit the entire time in Spanish, it was great.
Because there's nobody like Taya. There's nobody like her. She's one of those fucking just next level talents that I wouldn't be surprised if they make her the fucking face of NXT or the face of fucking or the main roster women. They can't call up fucking Frankie soon enough.
No, she's trilingual. She speaks English, French, and Spanish.
Ah.
Yep. And she won. It was a squash match, so of course she was going to win.
Yeah.
She won with a lift. I don't know what the name's called. It's a very common fucking finisher. It's like a lifting wheelbarrow face buster.
Oh, was it the one where she had both her arms behind her and lifted her up in the air? And slammed her down? Yeah, the glam slam.
There it is. I'm guessing it was Beth Phoenix's fucking finisher because they mentioned that, this move looks familiar.
Yeah. No, it was Beth's finish, the glam slam.
Yep.
Which she called that because she was the Glamazon.
Yep. After that, the Grizzled Young Vets had a promo. Do you want to fucking correct me without their name now?
Grizzled Young Veterans.
They said that last week was nothing personal. They want the NXT tag titles, not Ciampa and Thatcher. They say that what the NXT what the NXT championship needs. No, they're the champions NXT needs. Okay, I just wrote that fucking weird. After that, we get an Imperium promo.
Oh yeah, where Walter's like, Alexander Wolf was fat and out of shape, so we kicked him out. And you two better start winning, or I'm gonna come down there and fucking whoop that ass, boy.
Yeah, they both bow down. I was like, yes, Dad, and that, yeah.
That's what Walter said. He's like, you better fucking start winning, or I'm grabbing the belt. I'm gonna send you outside and grab a switch, and you better not grab a small one either, or I'll go out there and grab one myself.
Yeah, that's what he said with more domestic abuse or child abuse.
Fucking Marcy B and Fabi Ike have been on the losing end recently.
Yeah. Yep. After that, we get a Bronson Reed promo.
What did that
where
goober have to say?
He said that wasn't an easy ride to get. It was a very fucking generic face promo. Something tells me that Bronson Reed hasn't had much fucking practice with promos because it felt like one of the fucking stock promos you get in like career mode of the WWE games.
No, okay. See, those ones are great because that's how I got fucking Big Cass and Johnny Gargano talking about fucking milkshakes, making them gassy.
Oh, so the classic Santa Claus line of "fuck this town."
Beep this bleeping bleep full of bleeps.
Yeah, because the fucking line looked good. It's like, okay. And then just like they fucking curveball me. It's like, no, this is the heelest thing you can fucking say. You're like, just fuck this town. And then you fucking light the arena on fire after you leave. It's like, no, this is Santa. He's supposed to be a face, not a heel.
You made fucking Santa Claus.
I made Santa. I actually made Santa.
Oh, 2K, man. Where did it go wrong?
By having 2K not be involved in 2K20.
Cringe.
So where were we?
I don't know, man. We went off on a tangent about fucking.
About 2K.
Yeah, and ukes and visual concepts and.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke.
It was just a very fucking standard face promo about like perseverance and all that fucking bullshit. And then Legado del Fantasma comes out. And they clap for it. They wipe tears out of their eyes because it was a beautiful promo that I just said was generic as shit. Why? Why?
Just move on. I have Weird Al stuck in my head, okay?
Anyway, they said it was a beautiful promo, but Santos can't relate because he was born a champion and says that the business belongs to him. When Santos sees the title, he sees Mexico and America, and Canada doesn't count.
That was the best part of the week.
It was fucking great. We told you about this. It doesn't count. He just nods. He's like, okay, makes sense. Yeah,
Just
Canada's not a legitimate state.
No, Canada isn't legitimate. Only Mexico and the United States count.
A fucking leaf.
A fucking leaf. Oh,
Yep,
God, Canada.
The title represents him, not a filthy fucking Kiwi. I ruined that part. You didn't actually say that.
Okay.
And then MSK comes out to even the odds of this fucking this whole thing. I don't think either of them like got physical, so they just came out. No, yeah, they did attack him, and yeah, they came out to even it.
I see.
Yep. William Regal has a segment.
Yeah. What about?
He announces that next week O'Reilly, Dunn, and Gargano will face off in a triple threat match, and the winner gets to face the NXT champion at NXT TakeOver in Your House.
Hopefully better than last year's.
Hopefully. MSK and Legado del Fantasma are also fighting next week for the titles. And then we get the main event, Karrion Kross versus Finn Balor.
I just, it wasn't a match I wanted to see more than once, but I'm glad I did,
It was a good match. Kross is still the best fucking host in wrestling.
Yeah, he is.
He's like a serial killer. You can't knock him down.
No.
He just gets back up.
Even when it doesn't make like any fucking like actual sense.
Yeah.
But he'll do it.
He's a fucking murderer. And he won with a cross jacket.
Yeah. So where does Finn Balor go from here?
Maybe he goes back to the main roster. Maybe he just has fucking sparse feuds. Maybe he goes to UK. Finn Balor versus Walter sounds like a good match. Has it happened before?
Yes.
It sounds like a good match to happen twice.
I think it happened before. It was supposed to happen.
I think they have, and it was recent. I just can't fucking remember.
It feels like a match that happened recently, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
Fucking. Let me just fucking look this up because it's gonna fucking kill me.
So
Walter versus.
you know,
Nope.
I don't know. I was trying to like fill the void so there's just like no noise here, but whatever. We could just have we'll just let Dijak do all the talking.
I'm not going to cut this out.
No?
No.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
awful.
they faced at some point, I guess. Last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know why I needed to fucking look that up.
That was
On
an
to the
awful,
news, I
awful.
guess.
Oh yeah, that was the main event. Well, I don't really have any much other news. Adnan Virk was released. Tom Phillips was also released.
Yeah.
Allegedly. See, I keep hearing that they have, but WWE hasn't made a statement.
Yeah, they refuse to talk about I'm gonna Facebook the shit out of you, Phillips.
Oh my god, that's what happened.
What?
Okay, so there's a story. Remember that story I told you last week about the fucking photography in the bathroom kind of a thing?
Was that him?
Because they said it wasn't a wrestler later on. It was someone else kind of thing. They've been recently made aware of it, and it happened years ago. I don't know.
If it was Tom Phillips, man needs to learn how to control his horny.
Look, I mean, if it is, yes. This is once again all just the speculation part of the fucking podcast. I don't know. I really don't. I wanted more from the story, but there hasn't been anything about it. So it's just these little things like I'm trying to connect because I want to talk about this. I want to know what's fucking going on, you know?
Yeah, they haven't named names yet, so you don't know who's the guilty party.
No, we thought it was Dream, but they talked about Dream being released. The only person who they brought up that has recently been released that WWE refuses to acknowledge is Tom Phillips. If Tom Phillips has actually been released.
Yeah. And even if they did release him because of that, they probably would still put out a fucking memo to say that he's been released.
No, I don't think they would. I think they would just quietly sweep it under the rug that he's gone. If this alleged business was him.
And all he does is NXT UK now, right?
No, he 205 I think was the only thing he's been doing, or main event.
I thought that was Vic Joseph that did 205.
Vic Joseph might be 205. I think Tom might be main event then.
Yeah, so it's just he's not somebody that anybody would fucking recognize.
No,
gone.
Right. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Speaking of interesting newsworthy conversations and speculations, New Japan and WWE might be working together. You hear about this?
I did from you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. I'm not going to believe it until it happens.
I mean, it's one of those things that if it is happening, it's not that it's huge for New Japan. It's huge for wrestling as a whole.
Yeah.
Because it's going back to like the 80s and shit. Because WWE and New Japan have worked before together.
Yeah, it's huge for the business. I don't think it's going to move the needle much in terms of viewership for either brand, really.
Right.
But it's because if you're hype about NJPW Town coming to WWE, chances are you're already a wrestling fan.
Right.
And like if you're gonna subscribe to NJPW because of WWE talent on there, there's a good chance that you're already a wrestling fan.
Right.
So it's not gonna really move the needle. It might make more wrestling fans because NJPW could have great matches with anybody, even if they are kind of stale after a while.
Yeah, I mean they're still good matches despite me not really caring about them.
Yeah, they have the same 4.5 to 5 star matches every single fucking match.
Honestly, I mean, I still want to see Tanahashi versus Cena.
Yeah,
I know Cena's probably like rusty in the ring, but it'd just still be one of those matches, the ace versus the ace.
Yeah, It would be a fucking fantastic match, or not probably a fantastic match. It would be a fantastic spectacle.
I know people are, they've been talking shit about this, with like, oh, everyone's excited for it, but what happens when Roman beats Okada? It's like, honestly, I'd love to see that match regardless of who fucking won.
Yeah,
Even if Roman fucking beat Okada, who cares?
is Okada the head of the table?
Yeah, no, he's not. He is not the head of the table.
Exactly.
Look, I mean, and honestly, those two would have a match that I feel like people would just be absolutely shocked.
Yeah, because Roman's come a long way from like 6 years ago when he was just not very good at anything.
People are just refusing to, forgive me for saying it, acknowledge him as a good wrestler now.
I'm not forgiving you. I'm not forgiving you for saying that.
I didn't intend to say it like that, but I didn't have any other wording for it,
Yeah, people are blinded by the past to realize that Roman he has some of the best promos, the most convincing heel promos nowadays, and he does some very very good work in the ring.
I mean, even if he's not talking, when he's in a scene, everything he's doing is just perfect.
He does his fucking gimmick perfectly. He's very convincing in that he's this manipulative fucking mastermind.
Yes.
Like a fucking mob leader.
Yeah.
With his family. Like he does it very convincing and he never wavers character. His character is extremely consistent.
Yes.
It's
crazy.
great. It's crazy. Like I'm not sure why more gimmicks in wrestling don't do this because they waver characters way too much. Or they do stupid shit where a heel aligns with a heel or his face aligns with a face just because they have the same fucking alignment.
Yeah. Honestly, character work in wrestling is such a lost art form. It is. Because everyone started caring about the match quality and not the story about the match. People just want to watch good matches. But a lot of people don't realize that in order to stay interested, you need more than just good matches.
Yeah.
That's why you and I take such long breaks from New Japan, because you and I don't understand the stories.
Yeah. It's with a weekly product, you need to have strong storylines. You need to have strong characters. And it's something that's too rare nowadays.
I mean, because what's making me tune in the next week?
Yeah.
If there's no character,
there's a great match. Well, I can watch fucking 100 indie shows that have great matches on it.
Right.
I can watch old fucking New Japan or All Japan or fucking ROH.
Noah, DDT, Tokyo Joshi, Stardom.
Yeah, if all I want to do is watch a great match, there's many outlets for a great match. Great storytelling happening in front of your eyes is something that you don't get often.
I mean, let me ask you a question. If every match is a good match, are there truly any great matches?
No.
Look, the matches I can remember, like the most for the story recently, was fucking Dream and Aleister Black. And I know Velveteen Dream, regardless of the statement, regardless of everything, there will always be a narrative about him. I don't care. At that time, he was one of my favorites, and because he understood character.
Yeah.
I want characters in wrestling. And people always like laugh about that and talk about that like it's some fucking bad thing, that I want to have a fucking person that I can gravitate to that isn't just good wrestler.
Yeah. You have to be honest with yourself with wrestling. It's a TV show. It's not a sport. It's a TV show. Every week it's a TV show. With sports, I could watch like there's probably a baseball game where like head of a division, a fucking number one in their division, could take on the worst team in the league. And it's still interesting because the worst team in the league can still win. You don't get that often in wrestling. Because usually it's a squash match if something like that happens. Because it's a TV show. It's predetermined.
Yes.
You have to be honest.
And I think that's it at the end of the day. You know, it's all it is. It's not 100% a legitimate sporting event where you just like the best and that's it.
Yeah, people will get like pissy over the term sports entertainment, but that's what it is. It's not a full on sport because it's predetermined. It's more entertainment than sport. It's physical entertainment.
Yes. Somewhere fucking Jim Cornette just blew a fucking blood vessel in his head and he has no idea why.
Goddamn these fucking Bud Show know-nothings.
I mean, Nick Gage, one of the most intriguing fucking characters as a person. And it's nothing more than it's just a deranged ex-convict killing people.
Yeah, and that's in the indies. You don't need a strong character in the indies, but he still does it.
Oh my god. The story between him and Ricky Shade Page at RS Spring Break, one of the best fucking indie stories ever.
Yeah, fuck it. That's long-term booking.
Yeah, it was.
Accidentally, probably, because I'm sure they wanted the feud to blow off last year, but COVID. But still.
No, Nick Gage was injured.
Oh.
So he couldn't
wrestle. He did get injured.
He wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, they kept the story going. It was long-term storytelling.
Yeah.
Do we got any other news?
No, that's it. Move on to SmackDown. What? SmackDown before
there was
AEW.
other news. There was other news. Let's talk about the AEW's Spanish announcer, Spanish commentator.
I forgot about him. I was going to bring him up at the start of AEW, but if you want to talk about him now, let's talk about him now. AEW has recently released their Spanish announcer, don't know his name, don't care to find out, for making an incredibly stereotypical Asian whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He was mocking the accent of Hikaru Shida.
Well, bro, like, if you go into, like, apparently, if you go into the transcript of what he said, the other announcer said, now you do Shida, as in, you translate Shida.
Yeah.
But the dude thought, I guess, he might have thought, for whatever fucking reason, he meant do a shitty impression of Hikaru Shida. Yeah. Where he fucking did the whole fucking schoolgirl, you know, fucking, I don't know. I mean, he might as well have just started fucking squinting and pronounced everything with fucking R's. Yeah. Like, dude was just, oof.
Yeah, Willie Urbina is his name.
Willie Urbina? Well, rest in spit, you fucking coward. We move on to SmackDown before AEW. Cactus, explain.
AEW is happening at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
What do you want me to explain? They decided to move their show from Wednesday to Friday, probably because of the NBA playoffs.
To which some fucking marks legitimately said, I bet AEW would have gotten more ratings.
No.
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 What the fuck, man? Don't be stupid.
You ask any person on the street, they could probably name one of the people in the fucking game. You ask them who the fucking AEW champion is, they don't know who fucking Kenny Omega is.
You ask them to name who somebody on AEW is. They're like, AEW? What is that, WWE nonsense?
Yeah, they might be like, oh, didn't like Shaq wrestle there once? Which he did.
And he plans on doing it again.
Yeah.
Oh, God, please don't let Shaq near a ring.
If you're going to let him near a ring, like, at least bring him, like, at least give him somebody that will sell when he fucking powerbombs them. I'm still pissed off about that because Cody's ego just got in the way of that fucking spot.
Just talk about SmackDown, man.
Yeah. SmackDown starts with Jimmy and Jey Uso hyping each other up, and Roman and Heyman show up. Yeah. Paul says gentlemen, and then just steps back because Paul needs to do something.
Yeah. He does.
Roman wants to know Jimmy's game plan for all these moves that are going on, and Jimmy says his intention is to win, to have all the family have gold. Him and Jay having the tag champs, and Roman having the Universal Championship. Roman says good luck, and Jimmy leaves Pump. As soon as Jimmy leaves, he says, "You're gonna need it," and he asks Jay if his brother's talking for him now. Jay inserts that Roman is still the head of his table. And Roman says that maybe he should tell Jimmy.
Maybe you should tell your brother that I'm the head of the table. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep, and then we get the match. The Street Profits versus the Usos.
Yeah.
But before the match, there's a promo. The Street Profits grab a mic.
We want the smoke.
Ted said he's out of pep in his step because he gets to clash against the Usos. Montez said he's flattered that the Usos chose them to go up against as the first match in over a year. He mentioned their early glow painting and their Haka face, which made me... I always forget about that face, to be honest.
It feels like fucking ages ago.
It does feel like forever. They feel like totally different people.
But I mean, fuck, they didn't turn into these fucking guys until fucking SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
Like, 2017? So they've only been these guys for fucking 4 years. Meanwhile, for like 6, they were doing the fucking Haka and fucking Samoa.
Yes. That was... One day they're going to bring it back, hopefully.
No! I fucking hope they don't. I hated that. I fucking hated it. I still hate it.
They mentioned that these aren't the same Usos as them because of Jimmy's return from injury and Roman's influence on Jay. And then the Usos come out. Jimmy says he doesn't matter how long he's been on the shelf. The best tag team in the business is back. He lists off their accomplishment, and then Jay fucking just shit talks them for talking shit about Roman.
You know, what you don't understand, Oos, is how good Roman treats me.
Yeah, no,
you're not there when he treats me good.
It was just great because Jimmy's like, we're the best. We're 6-time tag champions. We fucking won gold. We fucking ran SmackDown for fucking years. And then Jay comes on the mic. He's like, stop talking shit about Roman. He's fantastic.
Roman's my Lord and Savior, Oos.
I pray to Roman every day.
Roman, bless up.
Jay says that the Prophet's dream is going to become a nightmare. Jimmy says beating them is one.
Cody.
Jimmy says that beating them is one step closer to tag team championships. To which the Prophets say that they aren't a stepping stone. They run the division now. And the match is on. The match is exactly what I expected from the Usos and the New Day. Not the New Day, the fucking Street Profits.
Okay, WWE official Twitter account.
So,
did you know they did that?
Did they do that?
They did that! They fucking did that! And Austin Creed said, oh, okay.
I did because I'm so used to the Usos and the fucking New Day fighting because that was a goddamn what was it called? That was a fucking clash for like a full fucking year. They had like 20 matches.
Bro, no, like straight up and they didn't take it down and replace it.
Really?
They left it.
Still there.
Yes. I'm sorry, but like I can get why you did it because you and I have actually talked about the Usos and New Day matches so goddamn much. The last match the Usos had was against the fucking New Day.
They wrestled so fucking much.
And it's just it I'm sure it was the same thing with the fucking Twitter account, but they haven't taken it down is the problem.
Just correct it. It's not that hard to just take it down and replace it with a new one that says the right team.
Yeah, but they fucking left it up for both Kofi and Xavier to react to it.
Christ.
It's fucking awful.
I'm surprised fucking knowing Vince, I'm surprised he didn't just fucking tag Shelton Benjamin as for all four of them.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It wasn't the Twitter. My bad. It was the YouTube.
Ah.
It was WWE on Fox's YouTube.
Okay, well, still, their social media manager needs to fucking tell whoever's in charge of their YouTube to, stop it. Stop being racist.
Oh,
It was a good match. Pretty good, Jimmy did look a little rusty because he hasn't wrestled for over a fucking year, but, it was a good match.
yeah?
Yep, Jimmy gets the pin on a super kick onto Montez Ford. Yep. After that, we go backstage to to the Dirty Dogs getting interviewed.
About what?
They're asked why, after losing to the Mysterios, and then each one of them individually, why they think they could actually win tonight when they've proven that they suck. And they say they have a different game plan today.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's basically it. They credit Rey Mysterio's strength and his win at WrestleMania Backlash to the fucking inhuman strength a mother gets when they see their fucking child crushed by a car, where they can lift it up. Yeah, that was basically that promo.
Yeah.
And after that, my personal least favorite match of the night, not because of any of the people involved or because of the match, because production fucking it's not hard. It's not hard to just not be fucking stupid. To me and Natalia versus the Riot Squad, which happened during the fucking commercial break, and apparently Tamina was attacked by somebody. They never named who during the commercial break, and they never showed any of it.
Jesus.
How fucking hard is it to not run to not fucking not show something like that? And the fact that they didn't replay it makes it seem like they didn't film it at all, which they probably didn't. Why? Is there anybody in their ear being like, "Hey, can you hold off until we're out of commercial?"
It's I don't know, man. I can't honestly believe this shit half the time.
It's just, there's no excuse for this to happen during a fucking match. And I'm going to go in it again later on with we hit AEW, but just the production, it's not hard to just tell somebody who's the refs have a fucking earbud in for this to be like, hey, hold everything off until commercial break is done.
Yeah.
Tamina won with a redacted splash.
I do enjoy the redacted splash when Tamina does it.
It's a good move.
Yeah.
The Usos go into Adam Pearce's office after this, and they want to be the 7-time champions. They want the tag champs next week in a match. And Pearce says, okay, sure, I can do that.
All right.
Yep. Bianca Belair takes on Carmella after that.
Well, I guess, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
Carmella's never been a very good wrestler.
No. She will be one of these days.
Yeah.
We hope.
After it's been what, fucking 6 years? And she's still bad?
Shut up. Continue.
Before that, Carmella is putting lip gloss in the back and she gets interviewed. She says that Bianca won the women's championship in a kind of shady way. She lists her own accomplishments and says she's going to end Bianca's fairy tale.
Nice. Did you go ahead?
What?
Oh, I was asking if you heard Michael Cole call Bianca Bellanca and fucking Bailey just shitting on him for 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, I was going to get to that because Bailey joins them on commentary. She came out of the fucking Thunderdome.
Oh, I didn't realize that the match had not ended.
Yeah, that was during the match. Or that was right as the match was ending. That was after Bianca won with the KOD. Cole said it was Bellanca, and Bailey just screamed at him for fucking 5 minutes about how much of a fucking dumbass he is.
I love Bailey's gimmick of shitting on Michael Cole.
Yeah. I mentioned this before. I didn't talk during the fucking news about Verk being fired. I didn't mind Verk but that's mostly because I like baseball commentators. They're some of the best commentators in sports.
Yes.
And he's a very baseball-y guy in his voice and his way of speaking. I would take Adman Verk over fucking Adam Cole any day.
Yeah.
Adam Cole just sucks at his job. Adman Verk, yeah, he doesn't really fit in with WWE. But that's WWE's fault because everybody else sucks.
That is true.
Like the best commentary they have on their main shows is probably Corey Graves, and that's just because he shits on Byron Saxton. That's hilarious.
Yes. That's what got him over.
Yep. It's not hard. Fuck Byron Saxton.
Yeah. Looks like you did it.
I'm gonna get Saxonated later.
Oh no. Hopefully you'll fucking stop being Disney and take the move.
He's gonna hit me with a fucking Rubik's Cube of moves.
We move on.
Move on to an interview with the Dos Mysterios.
Yeah.
And they say they also have a game plan. And that every time Ray says every time Dominic is hurt, he hurts, and vice versa. And then Dominic goes on the mic and says every time his dad is hurt, he is hurt, and vice versa. I don't know why that line had to be repeated by both of them, but whatever. And
just to get the point across that whenever I feel something, my dad feels something, and whenever my dad feels something, I feel something. Does that mean they feel when they're having sex with someone else?
Why do I do these with you?
Because you ain't got nothing better to do with your time.
Yeah. Baby Dom says that there's no team in the world that could top them.
Okay.
Sorry, I was having a stare down with Oliver, who decided to touch my leg. Seth Rollins comes out after that, and he calls out Cesaro for a fight.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of laughs. He's like, "Oh yeah, Cesaro's not here to disrespect me on my birthday. Happy birthday, Seth. Late birthday."
I'm not gonna wish him shit.
Come on.
I say a pox on the Lopez home.
He then shows himself Seth then shows himself annihilating or neutralizing, if you will, Cesaro last week.
I will not, but go off, King.
He's Swiss, get it? Neutral. As his finish is the neutralizer.
Is that why it's the neutralizer?
Yes, because he's Swiss.
God, I fucking...
Did you just get that?
I honestly thought it was just because, it's the neutralizer. It neutralizes his opponent because, neutralizes an actual, verb. I didn't think...
Swiss.
I didn't think it was because he was Swiss.
And Swiss are neutral.
Jesus Christ.
He says that Seth says that his team, which he never elaborates what the fuck his team means, has gotten audio of Cesaro in his hospital room, and he just plays audio of a heartbeat monitor and then a groan and then just fucking laughs about it. Which gave me flashbacks of when Baron Corbin and fucking Roman Reigns are feuding.
Oh, the fucking Chihuahua thing.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I still like the idea of fucking Baron Corbin just on a computer making that and just laughing to himself the entire time.
Seth's doing the same thing.
Seth's doing the same thing. He fucking merged those two goddamn audio files together in fucking Audacity or goddamn Vegas, and just he giggled about it the entire time. He's like, I'm using that.
He's just going away at his fucking computer looking like Hacker Man. His wife's asking if she wants to hold the child, and he's like, no, I have work to do.
I'm making a new baby, an audio baby.
Jesus Christ. Continue.
Seth explains that Cesaro got him to the point of extreme anger, and he blacked out, attacking Cesaro. And Cesaro deserves some of the blame for putting himself in that situation, which...
He does.
You can't fault that logic. If he just wasn't there, he wouldn't have been beat up.
I would just simply not have arrived.
Yeah. He knows what's going to happen. He's going to get beat up. It's wrestling. Honestly, what do you expect? And he says, there's somebody else that deserves blame. The fans.
That is true.
They brainwash Cesaro into believing it is okay to disrespect Rollins and thinking he deserved opportunities. Which I do blame myself.
How dare you think?
Yeah. Seth's hands are clean. It's all on Cesaro and me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, happy birthday, Seth.
Yes.
Yep. After that, Kevin Owens takes on Apollo Crews for the U.S. Championship. Or not the... Is it the U.S. Championship or is it the Intercontinental?
Yeah.
I think the Intercontinental one's the one on SmackDown, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. It's a short match. KO hits Paul with a stunner, and as he goes for the pin, Commander Aziz hits him with the Nigerian nail.
Okay.
At some point in this, I'm guessing at some point in this, I haven't looked back in the audio, but Pat McAfee says he did this on commentary. He meant to say larynx, and he said he said cervix instead.
Huh.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing. KO did not take the Nigerian nail in the cervix. Yeah, KO sells it like his esophagus like ripped out of his fucking body, but no blood packet. You gotta do the blood packet. You gotta have him spitting out blood.
Yeah, you gotta have the blood pack.
You gotta have the blood packet. Everybody needs to have a blood packet in their mouth 24/7 in wrestling.
Yes. If Anthony Ogogo has taught me anything.
Blood packets are cool, and they all need to also learn how to do that Alexa Bliss thing where she fucking can double joint her elbow.
God, I remember when that happened, and it's like, oh shit, she broke her fucking arm. What the fuck?
Turns out she fooled us. Wrestling's been fake all this time.
Damn it.
What else has wrestlers been lying to me about?
I don't know, man.
And that's when I learned the stomp.
No, not thus. Exposed. Pro wrestling's greatest secrets.
It's a stunt, Granny.
Jesus Christ.
I remember watching that as a kid and being like, this is stupid as shit.
And then you're watching wrestling as an adult and you're like, this is stupid as shit.
Oh shit, I get to learn how they do fucking special finishers like the Bulldog.
That is this Lex Luger in 1986 on an episode of NWA.
Why always bring that up when we pick up the Bulldog?
Because, alright, it was mentioned like 3 times on that fucking program that Lex Luger invented the Bulldog in 1986. When he...
Anyway, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso talk. Roman asks if the match next week is what Jey wants, and he confirms. Roman takes it as a sign of Jey putting Jimmy above himself. And Roman mentions that he was closing SmackDown when he was with Roman, and now that he's with Jimmy, he's opening SmackDown. Curious.
Jey Uso fucking has like he's got those bundle of sticks over his chest and he's just saying, man, I kind of wish I had a title too. Roman Reigns pops out of the fucking well and yet you're opening SmackDown. Curious.
You know, there's a name for a bundle of sticks. Anyway, Roman doesn't want Jey going back to being asked which one are you again. Jey says he's never thought about that, and Roman says he should.
I like your notes because it's just like some fucking like dry ass fucking humor at like to end the scene. Like Jay's like, yeah, I'll think about that. Roman's like, yeah, I think you should.
That's basically what he said too. Is like, maybe you should.
Maybe you should think about it
like that.
No, maybe you should think about it, you motherfucker.
Good idea. Thinking's good for you.
Thinking looks good on you, Jay. You should do it more often.
Thank you, head the table.
Ooh. Oh, Jesus. All right. Is SmackDown done yet?
No, there's still God. Why this does feel longer than fucking Raw. God damn it. Up next, Boogs introduces Shinsuke. He shreds on the guitar. Pat McAfee goes fucking apeshit about it.
I'm sorry. Next, Boogs.
Yes.
And that's it.
That's it. That's the scene. Boogs.
Fucking. Who did Shinsuke face this week? Chad Gable. Otis beat the shit out of Shinsuke beforehand. Then Shinsuke fought Chad Gable. Then Baron Corbin came out and stole his crown back. And then Shinsuke beat Chad Gable.
Yeah. And then Boogs attacked Corbin. And then Shinsuke reclaimed his crown. His clown crown.
I didn't know that one. Boogs and fucking Shinsuke Nakamura is the group I didn't know I couldn't live without.
It's two artists. Two
Look, man.
pioneers in wrestling.
Look, man, I've just been devoid of great tag teams since the Iconics left, okay?
Iconics.
I miss them.
They're the fucking best. They were literally the best tag team. And they were the best. They were my favorite tag team in wrestling for like a full fucking 2 years. And now they're gone.
There was nothing better than them, honestly.
Yeah, they had this weird chemistry where everything they said was fucking believable and also stupid. It was great.
Yeah.
Billy Kay is the best. Owens is getting help in the back, and Adam Pearce walks in. And KO fucking wants that he wants a rematch because he's still sewing his throat, and Pearce like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, next scene. Rey Mysterio was attacked backstage. I wonder who did it. Oh no, his ribs hurt. Who have done it? The Dirty Dogs versus Dominic Mysterio is next.
So who jumped Rey Mysterio?
It's never revealed. The Dirty Dogs said they didn't do it, and I believe them.
What if like next week it turns out it was Dominic?
Sorry, Dad, I had to do this.
He just like it just shows like CCTV footage and he's just standing there in his locker room. Then all of a sudden, like he starts like shaking and does that fucking Eddie Guerrero chest slash and chest shakes.
Oh no, he's reverting back to his real dad, lying, cheating, and stealing.
He just fucking Three Amigos is dead, climbs to the top of the lockers and fucking frog splashes on him and leaves.
Who could have done this?
And Ray's not gonna rat his own kid out. He's just sitting there and taking this abuse.
Yeah. Anyway, the Dirty Dogs in the ring. It's like, oh, we didn't do this. We want a fair fight. Oh man. Anyways, if he forfeits, we win the titles, right? Yeah.
I love them.
It was great. Audio Cop here's. I'm pretty sure that like he maybe wasn't supposed to say it. Maybe he was. He offered to cancel the match, and Dom declined.
You want me to cancel the match?
Dom's like, no, I got fun alone. My dad did this for me. And it's like Pierce. He's probably thinking, like, you're fucking stupid as shit. Go get him, dumbass.
And dumbass went and got them as he retained the titles.
They're yelling like, oh, he doesn't have to do this. He's not going to actually do it. Count him out. This is child abuse. Ziggles actually fucking said.
Ziggles said it was child abuse?
So it was child abuse.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, Ziggles and Rudy Poo.
I hate it.
Dominic is ready to fight, and he gets his ass kicked for like a straight 10 minutes.
Woo!
Woo! Then Ray comes out and distracts them, and Dominic pins Rude with a roll-up.
Yeah.
Yep, the Usos come out, they have a stare down, and the end.
Nice.
Oh, Roman's also watching from the locker room. That's his thing now. He just watches in a fucking lazy boy while fucking everything's going on.
Meanwhile, at the Roman cave, which is always like a fucking boardroom. Haven't you noticed that? Like he's just in boardrooms, sitting at the head of the table.
Yeah, and fucking Paul Heyman is always just behind him, lurching.
Fucking Paul. All right. So that's the end of the week, right?
No, directly after that is All Elite Wrestling Dynamite.
God, what a sniveling, weaselly little bitch Tony Khan is. Like, what a fucking pussy.
He lost all the no respect I had for him.
Oh man, what a fucking nerd. Like I've fucking, I don't know, man. That just when he did fucking talking about his potential fucking partner or partner company's fucking business away from them is like the fucking pettiest shit.
Yeah, fucking cutting a promo on the president of WWE just because you couldn't have your way. Like, dude, fucking just let it roll off you. If like it just comes off as fucking whiny and petty and desperate. The winning side doesn't do that shit. If you're fucking convinced that AEW is gonna win, you should learn not to do that shit.
That's just so fucking stupid.
Like, stop being the fucking observer. Stop looking at what WWE does and focus on your own show.
Yeah.
Please. Like, goddamn. It's insane.
But of course, people fucking are like the first to go to bat for fucking Tony and say it was good or whatever. I don't know. It was fucking just it came off as like a fucking child not getting his way.
Yeah, if you're out there and being like, oh, it was a good promo, this isn't a fucking like this has nothing to do with what's going on in the ring. This is just real shit.
This is real life.
This is real life. He's cutting a promo on a real person, a real human being who made a real business deal, and he's mad about it.
Yeah, and see, I've had people I've seen people defending this as like a fucking oh, when it was the Attitude, everybody fucking loved it, but now they hate it, and it's like, no, see, here's the difference. No one actively, like, except Eric once, nobody talked about the fucking presidents of the company going head to head.
Yeah.
You know, it was always the talent versus the talent.
Yeah, or the brand versus the brand.
Right. It was never it was never about fun. The Monday Night Wars wasn't Eric Bischoff versus fucking Vince McMahon.
No.
And that's what the Tony Khan promo kind of seemed like. It's fucking Tony Khan versus Nick Khan.
Not only that, like, bring up the Attitude Era. Like, which side was the winning side that mentioned what was going on the other side, or did they mention that Mankind was going to win the title and that's kind of what fucking put the first nail in their coffin?
Right.
You don't look at your competition. You just fucking focus on your thing. Because when you start looking at the competition, you lose focus on your own fucking brand.
Yeah.
And you just come out as a petty fucking dweeb.
Because, I mean, he is. He's a fucking petty fucking dweeb. And that's all there really is to it.
Speaking of dweebs, Darby Allin kicks off this show taking on Cesar Bononi.
Cesar
Bononi.
I mean, if you're going to say it wrong, you might as well call him fucking Caesar Baloney.
Yeah. Yeah, Scissors Blow Me took on Darby Allin.
That's funny.
And, yeah, thanks. I didn't get that you thought it was funny by you laughing. You need to tell me that. Thanks.
Shut the fuck up. Why you gotta be a dick to me? Why you gotta hurt my feelings?
Why wasn't this a squash match, by the way?
What?
Why even in the fucking squash matches Darby's supposed to have? Because this was supposed to be a squash match. Does anybody think Caesar's going to win? Cesar?
I mean, he was with his group, the Wingmen, with Peter Avalon, Dolph Ziggler's less talented brother, and JD Drake for some fucking reason.
He brought along more jobbers. Damn it. But, like, can Darby have a match where it's not 95% him just taking shit and then 5% of offense at the end where he wins?
No.
That's every match with fucking Darby Allin. And apparently people love that shit. They act like he's fucking fantastic. I don't get what they see in fucking Darby because I only see like a minute and a half of his fucking offense every match. He's good at selling. He does that a lot.
That's all he does.
Yeah. So yeah, he won with a coffin drop after fucking selling for 95% of the match. And then, he grabbed a mic.
Uh-oh.
I got to listen to his fucking droning whine.
Mikey.
Darby. He calls out Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky wanting to fight right now. Ethan and Scorpio said they aren't doing it for free. They're doing it on the big stage. And then Bononi's boys attack Darby and Sting, and then Page and Sky decide, yeah, we'll attack them after that.
Yeah.
And then they're about to pulmonize Sting, and then for some reason the Dark Order stops them. Still don't understand why.
Yeah. Well, the Dark Order also doesn't like Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page.
I guess it's just like, why like let them do that? That doesn't affect Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page.
Yeah, whatever.
Let them pilmanize it. It's all fun.
Now we move on.
Move on to the fucking weigh-in.
Oh,
Oh
God.
boy.
Segment of the week right fucking here, boys.
This was a comical fucking clown car train wreck of a goddamn segment.
Absolutely.
Hilarious. Yeah. Paul White is officiating because he has to do something. He was underused by WWE, so now he's officiating a fucking weigh-in. Yep.
It wasn't that he was underutilized. He didn't want to take a backstage role.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I guess this isn't backstage. He's doing commentary on Evolution, right? Or Evolve. Yeah. Evolution. Elevation.
Yeah.
Not Evolution, because Evolution is a mystery.
Evolution!
Yeah, he says there's going to be no shenanigans, which means that there's going to be shenanigans at some point. Yeah,
Stop saying shenanigans.
QT Marshall comes out, and he calls Jacksonville Tim Tebow country, which is probably the most fucking legitimate heel he's got from me.
Look, Jacksonville is Tim Tebow country, just because you don't.
Midway through Dynamite, I had to adjust my notes because midway through Dynamite, I was scrolling through Twitter, and I saw that 2 Tim Tebow jerseys are the top selling jerseys on MLBshop.com.
Yeah.
And like, Marshall's right. Jacksonville just sucks.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. Cody brings out literally over a dozen fucking people because it's not a Cody segment if there's not 30 goddamn people around the ring.
Yeah, you know, I noticed that. I wasn't I don't like it. Being honest.
This is like it's what I always say about Cody matches. He's not good at actually wrestling. He's good at booking himself into a spectacle. So every single match, there's blading and pyro and fucking 20 people outside the ring and fucking outside interference and fucking hardcore spots.
Yeah.
If you just boil it down to wrestling, he's not very good. He's fucking average.
Yeah.
But he's able to book himself into these things. This is the danger of creative control.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cody goes in to get weighed, and they jostle with the scale for about fucking 6 hours. I started laughing about midway through because it's just hilarious.
Jostle, huh?
They jostled with it. They fucking shimmied it around, fucking played with the knobs and shit, and they didn't get they got an analog scale for some reason. One of the fucking scales you see in a doctor's office where you had to like move the little fucking
yes.
Yeah, move the fucking bits to see what the weight is. They didn't get a fucking digital one.
Well, that's the most. I think that's how a lot of major companies still do it. I think it's either that or they just wasted all their money on Cody Pyro, so they had to fucking buy it off like a fucking police lot, like someone was murdered on it.
They probably got the scale from fucking Britt Baker. You're a dentist, right? Do you have one of those scale things?
That's a doctor. Yeah, dentist.
Yeah, dentist. You're a teeth doctor, right? You have to weigh people, right? Weigh what about them? Yeah.
Weigh how heavy their teeth
Turns out
are.
I do have one. Don't keep Kevin Dunn away from that machine.
Turns out I did have one. How'd you know?
Damn, you're right. I think that scene in South Park where fucking Cartman tells Token to grab his bass and they could play a bass. It's like, I don't got a bass. It's like, Token, you have a bass.
And he does.
He does. Turns out he does.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Cody weighs 218 pounds and off screen in a hilarious bit of juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Fireworks pop off screen because the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp game just ended. But I just assumed that Cody can't do anything without fucking pyro. 218 pounds? Fucking brilliant. Pyro.
Weighs one more than you, a go-go. America #1.
No, Ogogo weighs one more than him. He weighs 219 pounds.
Oh, fuck a go-go, man.
Which, this sounds fake. It sounds like a fake number. It sounds like they did it, so it's like, oh, Ogogo has one more than him. If this is just a coincidence, fantastic coincidence. But it feels like it's fake, which would just make it hilarious how long they fucking jostled with the scale. We gotta really sell it, Cody.
We have to sell it.
Gotta sell that. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, Cody.
Jesus.
Yeah, after that, White tries to wrap it up, and QT Marshall stops him to point out that Ogogo's heavier, which means he's gonna win. Because that's how it works. Yep. And both of them flex on the turnbuckles and shit, and Cody grabs a mic and says he's going to see him at Double or Nothing, which is completely necessary, and not because Cody's ego doesn't allow him to not say a word through one fucking complete segment.
All right, we move on.
We get a promo package for the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle Stadium Stampede match.
Boo.
And the only note I have is I hope someone legitimately kills Jackson DeVille in this time.
Jackson DeVille?
Yeah, the mascot for the Jaguars.
Oh, yes. I hope he dies too.
Yes.
Duval. Right.
I still want Trevor Lawrence to come out and throw like a flaming football or something.
Like I said, he just comes out, isn't talked about by the fucking announcers at all. Just, he comes out, wings a fucking football at the back of MJF's head, and just leaves.
Yeah, Tim Tebow's gonna come out, throw a football at fucking MJF, miss him by about 30 yards, then kneel.
Tim Tebow.
He sucks. Huh. He's not good at football.
He's not good at quarterback.
He isn't. I have not seen him at tight end. He's also not good at baseball, so I'm not sure what he's good at.
Oh my God. I used to have a fucking Facebook cover photo that was just Tim Tebow just fucking face first, like fucking like splat against a wall.
Yeah. I went to the last sporting event I went to was a spring training game between the Mets and the Miami Marlins. Yeah. And during the 7th or 8th inning, they pinch batted Tim Tebow in, and he was fucking booed. And that was at the Mets home stadium. It was just the people behind me, too. They did not like him, and it was fucking hilarious.
He was not a good baseball player. Dude, he might be in the show, I've realized.
Oh, shit.
We could look up Tim Tebow
and move his stats so he's just perfect.
Yep. Tim Tebow, baseball legend.
Yep. Powerhouse Hobbs and Christian Cage are having a fight backstage, and that's the segment.
Yeah.
Hangman Page versus Joey Janela with Sonny Kiss is up next. Didn't Janela turn on Kiss or something?
Yep.
Okay. Well, they're back.
No, they explained it, okay? Sonny Kiss forgave Joey because he understands how bad migraines can get.
His head just hurted.
That is the story that Joey Janela is sticking to.
Ow, my head. I'm going to beat up my friend.
No. He didn't beat up his friend. He just left his friend to get beat up.
Okay. He just went to go get some fucking Motrin or something.
Yeah. No, see, I mean, you get it.
Yeah, he comes back with a ball of fucking a leaf. Like, what's going on?
What's going on here? Well, what's all this then?
Well, what's all this then?
Oh,
yeah. I always forget that Joey Janela, when he's in shape, he's actually really good at wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, when Joey Janela started in AEW, he looked out of shape and like he was phoning it in. Something about what he's been doing the past year, he looks like in the best shape of his life, and he's fucking putting on every move he does looks dangerous. Probably because it legitimately is, but like he's just great at it.
Hangman got fucking busted open, didn't he?
Oh yeah, midway through the match, his mouth started bleeding, and by the end of the match, he just was gushing from the forehead.
That's pretty fucking cult. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. He wins with a buckshot lariat, and then Taz grabs a mic and brings out Brian Cage. Hangman Page says he knows what's going to happen. He's going to get ambushed by fucking Taz's son and by fucking Starks. And yeah, they do show up. They're like, yeah, you got us. And he tells Brian Cage, you don't need these guys. You shouldn't need these guys to beat me. And Brian Cage agrees. He wants to fight him one-on-one.
Okay.
King versus Mox promo, or so I thought. About 5 seconds into it, they go to commercial for fucking Whiplash.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to time shit. It's really hard to be like, no, we're going to go commercial and then we're going to bring up this promo. Or we're going to do this promo and then immediately go to commercial. No, you have to do the promo and then immediately they go, oh shit, we need to go commercial and do that. And then replay the entire promo afterwards.
Oh, okay. Okay. We have found the culprits.
Who?
The Young Bucks.
God
in another one of their hilarious fucking Twitter fucking bios, they said they were the ones that did it.
We intentionally made the show bad. See, we suck. Intentionally. That means it's good, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. The gist of the promo is that Mox and King wants the belt back, and the Bucks are going to quit Sunday like they quit on the people, blah, blah, blah. I was just angry at that point.
Yeah.
After that, Tony Schiavone is out to get Cassie's answer on whether or not he's going to defer his spot in the triple threat match on Sunday. And instead, Pac comes out.
It's me, the bastard Pac.
Yes, the ugly bastard Pac.
No, not the ugly bastard Pac.
You know all those hentais? That's me.
I'm the bastard. Oh, Jesus. All right. What's next?
Yeah, Pac says that on Sunday, Orange Cassidy's irrelevant. In fact, both men are irrelevant because Pac is going to be the one victorious. Pac calls Kenny's cowardly tactics pathetic, and he wants Kenny to come and face him. Don Callis appears on video screen and says, we're not going to do that. You know, you're fucking too dangerous for that. And then Kenny comes to try to cheap shot him, and Pac catches him.
He's like, oh, yeah, by the way, Pac, your shoes are untied. And then fucking he figures out that Kenny's behind all of this.
Yeah. By the way, Pac, what's that on your shirt? And then he looks down. Don Callis' hand reaches from the fucking screen and bloops him.
Oh, Jesus.
The Good Brothers come out and they come out and ship stomp Pac. And the Lucha Bros come out to even the odds, which makes sense, unlike the fucking Dark Order thing. Because Death Triangle.
Yes.
Kenny's. You go.
No, I was just going to say the Death Triangle.
Yes, the single Death Triangle. If only they had another person to make like a Death Pyramid.
I thought they were going to do that with Kingston.
I wish they did. The Death Pyramid would be great.
Yeah, parallelogram.
Confirmed. No.
Not the Death Parallelogram.
No, not the Death Rhombus.
The Death Rhombus.
Kenny sets up the one-winged angel on on Pac, but Orange Cassidy comes out. Orange Cassidy pulls a note for Kenny, and it's just a straight copy of the contract that Kenny and Callis offered him.
Yeah, and what did he say?
He didn't say shit. He just orange punched both men, which they call the Superman punch the orange punch now.
Yeah, because Roman Reigns fucking politely walked up to Tony Khan and said, "Hey, Oos, look at your kid.
Look at your kid. Now look at me. Now look back at your kid. That's my kid."
Oos.
Now change the name of that fucking move. That's my move. Okay, my kid back. It's my kid.
No.
Oos. And he walks away with his kid.
He's my child now, Oos.
Damn it, Roman.
Again.
Jade Cargill has an interview next. With,
Jade fart smell.
I'll fucking leave. I'll leave. You can do this on your own.
She's no longer a free agent.
Hallelujah. This epic program is finally resolved.
I was wondering.
Smart Mark Sterling is the savior of this company. He has done what no man could do, and that has become Jade's manager. And he only gets paid when Jade wins.
I don't know why that part specifically makes me laugh.
Jade Cargill versus Kylan King.
Yes.
It's a squash match. Jade wins.
Yes.
Jake Robertson, Lance Archer have a promo after that. Jake mentions that Miro has a match against Dante Martin for the TNT Championship next, and then Lance cuts him off and says that he doesn't want Martin, he wants Miro, and he's going to be the new TNT champion Sunday.
He's the best man.
Why do they sell that music for fucking Miro?
Shut up.
Dante Martin versus Miro. That's literally my first note. Is Miro needs to change his fucking song because he's no longer the best man. He's an actual wrestler again.
Him, an actual wrestler, don't
instead of being a
off.
side piece for a fucking British dude and his fucking fiance wife.
Do not make me scoff.
Was that marriage legit? They got the sinister minister and everything.
Yes.
Good. Dante is only 21. He has a hell of a lot of potential.
Yes, Dante does.
Yes. And Miro won with an accolade.
Nice.
Yep, Jake came out. Jake the Snake came out, and they said that they were ready for Miro as Lance Archer was ominously pacing in the background.
Yeah.
Say that Sunday Miro's fairy tale was coming to an end. Miro doesn't say words to all this, yet Jake the Snake still tells him to shut the fuck up anyway. Miro then decides to grab a mic, and the mic doesn't work for a few seconds. And then when it does, he tells Roberts to shut the fuck up.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Miro tells Roberts to stop holding Archer back. Let him fucking fight me right now. And Archer's like, okay, second boy. And then the refs just pour out to stop it.
He really do just be like, he just really do be like that.
Yep.
Ooby dooby.
Yep. Segueing to Hikaru Shida getting honored for her year-long title reign that is not lackluster at all.
Nope.
I totally don't forget on a weekly basis that she holds the title.
You
and
don't.
She totally has had great matches with it.
Her new title sucks. I don't care that it's bigger. It sucks. It's not different. It's just bigger.
It's slightly wider, and it's more gold. That's the only difference.
That doesn't make it better.
Yeah. So she's presented with this new belt that's very similar to the old one, and she says the title is for the fans, and she's glad to share this moment with them, while the fucking Spanish announcers are being racist.
Yeah.
Yep.
How fun.
Great times, man. Happy Asian American Heritage Month, by the way.
Yeah. Jesus fuck. I can't believe these fucking
all the months, it's almost poetic that like they just the fucking dude decided to be racist in Hispanic and Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
On this, the last day of Asian and
the last day is Monday. It's a 31 day week.
On this, the last Saturday.
31 day month. Felt like a 31 day fucking week.
On this, the last Friday of the month.
Yeah, okay, that one's cool.
All right, go.
Britt Baker comes out. She says congratulations, and there's nothing that can take away Shia's accomplishments, of which she didn't really name, other than her holding the championship through the COVID epidemic.
Yes. And what is next?
Baker says she said something with JR that she wants to take back, and that's that. She said that she was the face of the women's division. When she wins the title, she'll be the head of the whole new era. And she said that before her, it was all about 316, but this era was about to be about a DMD.
How can
Steve Austin retired 18 years ago?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Steve Austin's been retired for long enough for anybody that was born that day to be fucking able to buy a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, bought me a pack of smokes.
Like, the last era was not 316. Do you not want
No,
to mention John Cena or Roman Reigns, which I still think it's his era?
it is. And the last era was you can't see me, and that's so much easier. The era of fucking DMD instead of fucking 316. You could have said fucking the last era was all about you can't see me. Well, now
Yeah,
all you can do is see me.
last era is about you can't see me, and now this era is about I'm going to fix your teeth because she's a dentist.
Just keep going. What's next?
During picture in picture, Sammy does this fucking sign guy shtick and basically says the inner circle is going to win Sunday. Riveting
Okay.
stuff.
What's next?
Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page took on the Dark Order in an actual fantastic match.
Okay, how did it end?
It ended way too fucking quickly with a ego's edge onto Evil Uno.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep. After the match, Darby brought out a bunch of people in Sting masks, and
Sting was one of them.
Sting was one of them. Sting is wearing a Sting mask. I always fucking love it.
It's happened thrice, and all
Yes.
3 times have been remembered as like the greatest segments of all time.
Yeah, 3 times in 3 different companies. Sting needs to go back to WWE just for that, just for every major company he's been in to have done that fucking gag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
We need that gag. Who else? Who else was it gonna be? Woo!
Yes. Woo. And finally, the main event is celebrating the Inner Circle with Eric Bischoff.
Okay.
Singing along to Judas should be something that was left in pre-COVID America. It's a bad song.
Singing along to Judas in today's day and age, that's a fucking hate crime against
That's
people with good, sensible taste in music.
what do the kids call it? Cringe.
I would call that pretty fucking grody, honestly.
Jericho thanks Bischoff for everything he's done throughout his career. And they show highlights of the Inner Circle, which just kind of highlight the fact that they've been healed the entire time. It's just now MJF turned on him, so there's a bigger heel, so they're de facto faces. I hate that booking. I hate it so fucking much. You're not face because a heel turned on you.
Yeah, de facto face shit fucking blows.
Yeah, like it doesn't work, man. Just because a bigger heel turned on you doesn't make you face. You're still a heel. You still suck.
You're still the bad guy here.
Yes. You're just a less bad guy.
Right.
Yeah, they show everybody gives what feels like eulogies. It feels like an obituary for the fucking team. It feels like a funeral.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm overthinking it, but just it feels like they're like giving their last fucking rites to the team.
Probably.
And then MJF appears on the video screen. He has Dean Malenko tied to a goalpost. And he tells him to get over here and save them.
That's dumb, but whatever, I guess.
Yep, the Pinnacle ambush the men as they run to aid Malenko. Santana and Ortiz get power driven through tables. The Pinnacle stands tall, and that is it for Dynamite.
Well, what another shitty week in wrestling. Worst show was Raw, best show was NXT, one could say, or would you say it was SmackDown?
I like SmackDown better. Reviewing it didn't seem that way, but SmackDown it felt more lively.
All right.
We still have one more thing to do.
What?
Give our picks for tomorrow. Double or nothing.
Oh, yes. Double or Nothing is tomorrow, so of course we got our picks.
We will also be saying Ray's picks, Moon King, because he is also involved.
So in the first match, we have Serena Deeb versus Riho.
Yes, for the NWA.
Yeah.
The NWA Women's title.
I went with Serena Deeb because there's no fucking way they're going to fucking let Riho win that belt.
I went with Riho because why not? And Moon King went with Serena Deeb also.
The next match was the triple threat match between Kenny, OC, and Pac. We all went with Osmegma.
Yes, we still call him that.
Up next, Shida versus Baker. I went with Hikaru, and Ray went with Baker.
I also went with Baker. Feels like her time.
Right. Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo. I went with Ogogo on this one, as did not Ray.
Yeah, no one else did.
Cody. No, I'm the only one that went with the Go-Go. I'm picking with my heart here.
I feel like we all want Ogogo to win. It's just Cody. Cody's gonna do what he always does. He's gonna beat somebody, then hold his hand, and then he's gonna be fucking relegated to dark for the rest of his career.
Well, the next match is the Casino Battle Royal for a future AEW World Championship match. I went with the TBA because I assume it's going to be Nick Gage.
Yes, let me read all the entrants.
No, don't read all the fucking
Christian
entrants.
Cage, Matt Sydal, Powerhouse Hobbs, Penta El Zero Mieta, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, Evil Uno, Cole Cabana, Preston 10 Vance, Griff Garrison, Brian Pillman Jr., Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, QT Marshall, Nick Camaretto, Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and to be announced.
Which I assume is going to be Nick Gage.
Yeah, I went with Christian, and Moon King went with Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yes.
Next match, we have Hangman Page versus Brian Cage. You went with Page.
I did go with Page. I don't think Cage is going to win. I think it's going to be another babyface thing because I still think they're leading up to Omega versus Page.
Me and Moon King also went with Cage. Did Moon King just pick everything I fucking picked except for that one match?
Yes.
Fuck him.
I mean, no, he picked Inner Circle.
Okay.
And the Stadium Stampede.
Okay. Well,
which
yeah.
I went with the Pinnacle.
Yeah, I also went with Pinnacle Friendship Portage Vodka. We have Miro versus Lance Archer.
I went with Miro. So did Ray.
We all went with Miro.
Fucking up next, we got fucking.
Did Pinnacle and Porter French Vodka get you?
No. Next, we got fucking Sting and Darby Allin versus Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. I went with Team Deserves Much Better, which is Page and Sky.
Yeah, I went with Team Deserves Much Less, and that's Darby and Stang.
And Moon King went with Stang.
And
up next, we all went with the Young Bucks.
We all went with the Young Bucks. I'm sorry, but Mox and Kingston are still just two singles guys, and I don't want two singles guys to be champion. I'd rather have the Young Bucks still.
Yeah.
Eventually, they won't be so... Eventually, hopefully, they will become heel heat instead of just really unlikable characters that seem like fucking smart bait.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Tune in next week. Tune in 2 days from now, tomorrow, whenever. Fucking, we're gonna have the Double or Nothing reaction cast.
Yeah, not reaction, review.
Fuck it, whatever.
We're not actively reacting to it because that would just no one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear it. It's gonna be mostly silence.
Yeah. All right. Catch you on the cool side.
Die.
Cringe.